huh? NBA. We got a serious problem on our hands right now. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everybody, to the Felix Black Show here on YouTube. Thank you for tuning into the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment on the video. Give me some feedback, what you think. I'm on all social media platforms. Links are below in the description. We got to talk about this NBA situation. And no, I'm not talking about it because of solely the Los Angeles Lakers. Let me take it back a little bit, right? I'm a lifelong basketball fan. My favorite sport, right? Basketball. Grew up in the 90s, you know, the era where we had the bad boy Pistons, Bulls, the Knicks, and it was a physical play style. We only had the Showtime Lakers. The Celtics were a physical team. Like, basketball has always been a physical game. So we already take the hit with the play style nowadays. It's a softer game, foul, technical ejections, all types of stuff, right? Even foul. We got it. However, it's getting to a point now to where the referees are trying to upstage the players. One thing I love about the NBA, and I absolutely hate the NFL. The NBA is star driven, right? The players pretty much run the league. And I feel like we're starting to get referees. We've always had like one or two are trying to upstage the players because they know the players are larger than life personalities, right? They get a lot of fans. We can see them. Some of them have personalities, some of them don't, of course. But I feel like the referees now are being trained to reel in egos and kind of subdue the game. What we love about the game of basketball, if you play in the park, when you come up playing AAU, high school, college, there is trash talking in basketball, right? I'm all for trash talking as long as we don't get like overly disrespectful, right? But I'm always for that. Trash talking is just a part of the game. And I am with trash talk to a certain extent. Of course, there's always going to be, you know, whispers and stuff that's said amongst the players. But back in the day, man, we had, you know, Jordan dunking on Ewing. Like, yeah, we had Mutombo with the finger wave. We had Pippen dunk on Ewing and step over him. We had Iverson step over Tyronn Lue. We had instances of just, it wasn't disrespectful to a point like, as a man, I'm disrespecting you as a human. Just on the court, right? I just dunked on your shit. I'm dunking in your face. Take that. You know what I'm saying? Now we can't do that. You can't dunk and like, you can't do that towards the person. You just gotta randomly yell at the crowd. You can't. Mutombo would get technicals right now for finger waving. Like, how crazy is that? Like, the finger wave is not even disrespectful. Now you're getting technicals for waving your hand at the refs, not like in his face. You're just, the ref is across the court and you just like wave them off. Technical. Referees don't even want to talk to players anymore. Like, explain to me like what's going on, what's happening. It kind of started a little bit, you know, Rashid was always a person that got technicals for just, he's staring at me. There's clips on YouTube about that. Ref giving Rashid a technical for like staring at him. Referees give technicals now for like clapping away from the referee. Y'all remember that clip of Tim Duncan on the bench getting a technical for laughing? We're getting to the point now to where the referees, you can't say and one. Like, what do you want players to do? I train as a player. I trained my entire life to get to the biggest stage, one of the biggest stages of basketball, and you won't let me show emotion. It's a game of emotion. We just played for 40 minutes, 48 minutes. I just hit a game winner, and I can't even like look at the guy and just be like, yeah. right in your grill. I'm shooting your fucking lights out. I can't even say that because if a ref hears me, I'm gonna get teed up. It's ridiculous, NBA. We have to. You're gonna start seeing a lot of viewership go down. We got refs missing fouls, like clear foul calls. Look at the handprint, bro. You don't see that. And the bad thing is that refs are looking at the play. They're watching these plays and they're not calling fouls. However, referees don't miss anything when it's time to give a technical foul. Referees' ears and eyes are wide open. I saw you over there. I heard you over there. Why didn't you hear that? Why didn't you hear that? Why didn't you hear, why didn't you hear the slap on my wrist and call that as a foul? That's what you're here for. You're not here solely to keep egos in check. You're not here solely to keep people from fighting. You're here to regulate the game. There's too much contact, and that is a foul. We went from you getting a ticky-tack foul for doing anything to now we're having blatant fouls not being called. But I bet you they don't miss that technical foul call. Why? To show that you're a no-nonsense referee? Yes, we get the referee union the next day saying they missed the call. That doesn't do us any good, referees. Are we just spitting out referees at an alarming rate to where they're not getting trained properly? They don't know what a foul looks like? Like what videos are you guys using to say this is a foul, this is not a foul, this is a technical, this is not a technical? We got to get back to the days of the 90s where basketball was probably at one of its highest peaks. Yes, we had some great players, but the game was physical and you earned it. The Jordan rules was we gonna F Jordan up every time he comes into the lane. Perfect. Every single time. That's the Jordan rules. He does not get a layup. People didn't like it because it was physical. I love the Bad Boy Pistons. 100%. One of my favorite teams of all time. The Bad Boy Pistons. Right now, like that whole team would be ejected. That whole team. The New York Knicks of the 90s, one of the most physical teams ever. Have Anthony Mason, Oakley, like them boys. Right now, you're talking like them getting technicals every game just for hooping. It's ridiculous, NBA. We need to do something because it's already been a ticky-tack league to where they call you for anything, but now they're not calling the things they're supposed to and over calling technicals. We like the players showing emotion. We at home, the fans in the stands, when somebody gets dunked on, we go like, that was mean. Like, did you see that? Like, oh my God. And I'm not even the one doing it. So imagine if the player who is actually doing the dunk, how he feels. We got to fix it, NBA, because what's going to happen is you're going to start seeing a lot of viewership leave and go to other sports because the game is not what it used to be, what we were, kind of what skyrocketed the NBA, which is basketball of the 80s and 90s. You're going to have to fix it, NBA. I'm sorry. But right now the league is trash. It's absolute dog-ish, and we need to do something about it. I hope you guys fix it. I hope the training that these refs are getting gets better. I hope that we give the players a little bit more leeway to show some emotion out there on the court. Yes, we don't want another Malice in the Palace, but there's nothing wrong with screaming and one, right? Unless I'm in the ref's face like, and one, MFer. What's wrong with just and one? Like, that's what we do. You can't undo 18, 19, 20 years of us doing that on the court. How does an AAU, a middle school, a high school, a college, how do all of these types of referees have thicker skin than the professional referees? Y'all got to get some thicker skin. Quit trying to prove a point that y'all are no nonsense and we're not going to take it. We're not going to take any of your ish tonight. That's not what you're there for. You're there to make sure the game remains fair across the board. Call the contact. If people start barking too much, hey man, y'all got to chill. Because I see where this is going. Y'all starting to get physical and y'all starting to cuss at each other. Chill out, relax. We don't have to go to technicals right off the bat. Give people a warning, give them a chance. Technicals are there when someone continues to overstep the boundaries. And ejections, y'all are sending out stars that we pay good money to come see just for saying and one, for like clapping, like not even in your face. Like, come on, man. Like, you are affecting how we now view the game. I don't want to see Embiid. I don't want to see Westbrook, LeBron James, Tatum, Antetokounmpo. I don't want to see these guys leave for some BS, for not being happy that you called a foul. Talk to them. Like, they're in the heat of, they're emotionally vested into the game. You're not. You're just running up and down the court. Oh, if anyone says anything to me technical, for what? I'd like to see y'all's handbook on technical foul calls, because right now it's just anytime anyone disagrees with me, they get a technical. You're not always right, ref. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Y'all are not always right. I know y'all are going to stand firm on the court. Y'all have to prove a point that, oh, you know, I didn't do anything wrong. It's correct. It's okay. We've heard mic'd up referees saying, I missed that. My fault. I didn't see that. I mean, do you have to say that all the time? Yeah. No, you don't have to say that all the time. But it's nice to know that you're not trying to act like you're a robot out here, because y'all are looking real bad right now. NBA, please do something about these referees, because it's getting out of hand now. All right? That's my time for the day. Perfect is what the referees haven't been. Y'all take it easy.
Perfect.